Subscribe to my channel Making Impossible and press the bell icon so that you don't miss any one of my upcoming videos.
Yo, what's up friends? I'm Sholazari and welcome back to Making Impossible, the channel that teaches you how to make the impossible and be the smartest person in the room. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you an amazing color changing technique called the duck change. It's a very visual color change and it also happens very fast within a blink of an eye. It is very easy to do and only if you practice this move, you'll be able to perfect it in a very short amount of time. So without any further ado, let's start our today's video.
This week's Instagram feature goes to Monarch Magic. Follow him on Instagram. Link is given in the video description. I'll feature one lucky Instagram user every Monday in my Smack That Monday episodes. If you want your Instagram profile or page to be featured in my next Smack That Monday episode, follow the simple steps that are given in the video description. So now, let's continue.
Okay guys, here's a performance of the duck change. Now as you can see, I have this deck of cards and I'm just going to select a random playing card. For example, let's say this one, the 10 of diamonds. And then I'm just going to shuffle this deck of cards just like that. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a look at the top card. It is the 6 of diamonds, not the 10 of diamonds, right? So at this point what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the 6 of diamonds and give it a flick just like that, and it actually changes into the 10 of diamonds. So this is how the color change looks like, this is how the duck change looks like, and let's move on to the tutorial. Okay guys, here is the tutorial for the duck change. Now for doing the duck change, I just prefer using an old deck of cards instead of a new one, and for that reason in my performance too I also use this old deck of cards, and in a moment you will be able to know why I'm using an old deck of cards instead of using a new one, and you'll know that after just the tutorial of the duck change. So at first let's learn how the duck change happens. So what you're going to do is, at first, after your spectator selects a playing card, for example, let's say this one, the 9 of diamonds, all you have to do is you have to control that playing card to the second position from the top of the deck, and you can do that by using any means of controlling playing card. Okay, so this is the spectator's card, which is right now in the second position from the top of the deck. So at this point what I do is I take the top card, and as I go to take the top card, I'm pushing many number of cards along with it so that it looks natural, as you can see. So what I do is I actually go and grab the top card, and as I pull back the other cards, I take a break under this card with my pinky. So I push the top card outside and then pull back the second card, and I actually take a break under that card with my pinky. Now what I do is I actually take this card, place it face up on the top of that card. So right now we have two cards above this pinky break, right? Now what I do is I actually go over here and grab the grab the top two cards from the break just like that. Okay, so the top two cards are right over here. I grab it over here with my thumb and with my middle finger right over here, and then I actually bring this card a little bit upwards just like that. I push this card a little bit forward, and then I actually press it down a little bit. I press it down on the edge of the deck. Okay, now as I do that, the card actually gets bent upwards, and then I take my index finger and put it right over here on the top of the bend and just press it down a little slightly. Okay, I'm not pressing it very hard so that the card bends down. I'm just pressing it down just like that. Okay, just a little bit like that, and then I position my hand according to my practice so that when I flick, I'll know where the card is going to rotate and drop on the top of the deck. So I just position my hand with that, and then what I do is I release my middle finger, and the card automatically just turns over and drops on the top of the deck. Now this thing will require a lot of practice for you to know that what is your correct hand placement for dropping the card or for flicking the card onto the top of the deck perfectly. Okay, so the card is actually going like that, and as it is going like that, it is also turning sideways and dropping on the top of the deck. Now the card turns over because of one reason, because of your index finger pressing down the side of the card when it is bent up and when it is between these two fingers. Since you are pressing the card over here, and as you're releasing the card from your middle finger, what happens is this force allows the card to actually turn over just like that while it falls onto the deck of cards. Now, the positioning of your hand so that you actually shoot these two cards onto the top of your deck will require a lot of practice, because this is something you need to figure out on your own. Just the only way of twisting the cards is you have to take the cards upwards, you have to bend the cards upwards, both the cards, and then press down the side of the card just over here, not much but a little bit, so that when you leave the card actually turns over. So to practice this leaving, to practice this flick, all you have to do is you have to take two cards back to back, and then what you're going to do is you're just going to bend upwards the card, and then you're going to just press down over here and practice it on a table surface until and unless you get the perfect position of dropping the cards. So this is how the duck change is done. Now, as I was telling in the beginning, that you have to do it with an old deck of cards because it is quite easier, because the cards doesn't have a lot of tensile strength within them. For that reason, you can actually do this smoothly. Otherwise, if you do it with a new deck of cards, what happens is, since these cards are very sturdy, these cards tend to fly away and tend to flash out every single secret that is related to this color change. So let's see a performance of this color change with a new set of cards. That is, I'm just going to do like that, and as you see that the cards are not placing perfectly. They are just sometimes they happen and sometimes they don't, and most of the times the bottom card is moving away just like that, and the spectators will know that the card has actually twisted while it was falling down. So doing it with a new set of cards is a little bit risky, but if you are good enough to do it, you can do it, but it will also require a very immense amount of practice. So that's it for the tutorial. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you did so, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Sholazari. Also, if you have any questions, you can use the comment section for that, and don't forget to subscribe to my other channel, which is a pretty savage channel. I post funny videos over there, and the link to the channel will be given right in the description box as well as in the cards. And don't forget to smash the subscribe button of this channel if you're not a subscriber yet, and turn on the post notifications so that you don't miss my upcoming videos and my future Smack That Monday episodes. Peace.